race is on in the Suncoast Stakes.
Nice break for the 1, and then immediately pulled back.
Yeah, the 3 is the horse I thought would go to the lead. It looks like the 3, A Little Love and Luck, is going to get there, but the 4 is now just going right around them. I'm surprised the 4 is out there.
Minding Chrome set the pace at Tampa to win on the almost win on the turf last time out. Didn't work out, actually. I take that back. It faded real fast at the end there at that race.
Nest a lot closer to the pace today.
Yep.
You kind of, there was no pace in this race. You kind of expected that Nest would want to be a little bit closer. I like the fact that who is it here? That Irad's got that horse just spun out wide too. I mean, when you have the much the best, just don't get in trouble.
Well, it's looking like that debut race, right, when she won, Irad kept her really close, and it was a race that didn't look like it was going to be very fast. And even slower here. These are, wow. Yeah, this is really slow pace here.
They are dawdling. It looks like Peaceful Surprise, who is the second-time starter for Clement here, first time against winners, is already asking there in the back. So she looks like she's in a lot of trouble. You got to think it's the 2 or the 3 here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 4 is going to give up here in just about well, no, 4 put in a valiant effort. So here's the 3. Yeah, Irad just gave a shake, and it's there she goes. Nobody's. It's over. that race is over. You're fighting for second.
A Little Love and Luck's a decent horse. He need a Little Love and Luck. She needed more of a pace advantage over Nest to be able to really have a solid chance here. But she's going to give her a fight down the lane here. We're going to see if this 3 can re-rally on the 2. But it looks like Nest is just gone.
Yeah. Nope. Irad peaked. Yeah, she's gone.
Yep.
Yeah. Great effort. Okay, so she's 1-5. And not a solid field here, other than A Little Love and Luck, who's going to hold on for a second. But yeah, what do you think about this? I thought that Irad read the pace scenario very nicely and kept her up there and did what she needed to do. What do you think?
Yeah, it was a smart ride. I mean, look, you're clearly the best horse in the race. 1-5 shows that. There's no pace in there, so we're not sure who's going to get the lead. I love the idea of putting a big favorite, especially in the 2-hole, where if there's no pace, you can kind of get shuffled back and get trapped there. Irad did a great job of getting wide around that first turn and being able to just say, you know what, I'm just going to swing out here, stay in the clear, and when I need to go, I'll go. I don't care if I'm giving up a couple lengths by going 3 wide on the 2 turns. I've got the best horse. I should be able to win even with a less than ideal trip. Although, never getting stopped with the best horse is usually the best possible trip.
I'll give a little credit to the jockeys on the front end. Robbie Alvarado was on the 4, Mining Chrome set the pace, and then Paco on the 3. They really slowed it down on the backside, and I think they realized that your best chance of beating Nest is to have as much horse left in the turn and on the stretch as possible. It didn't matter in this spot, but the reason I bring that up, Mike, if you look at the fractions, 24.5, 49-1, 113-2, they went pretty slow early, and yet Nest has enough left where she's not even being really pushed, and you see how quickly she comes home in sub 24 there. So very impressive effort from her, and wasn't asked to do much more than she needed, but she made it look pretty easy.
Yep, exactly. I mean, it's just a workmanship effort. This is one of those where it didn't beat much, but did exactly what you're supposed to do, so you can't really knock it. And like you said, when she was asked, she went. I thought that was important. And Irad did a great job of keeping her closer to the pace today. She didn't want to be 10 lengths behind this pace. That would have made it much more difficult to run down that 3 in the stretch. Sitting 2-3 off it was trouble for the rest of that field going in that second turn.
The one horse, other than obviously Nest, who we would want to take moving forward out of this race, with A Little Love and Luck, she's 9-2 here. I really like the 1, Blame the Champagne. I liked her to hit the board, and she does it 32-1, which is nice. But I said it right when they broke. She was the first one out of the gate, and the instructions had to have been to pull her back because Rafi Hernandez just looks over to his right and he strangles. And I feel like if she'd been more forwardly placed early, she could have contended for second. Nobody's beating Nest, but it's hard to say because we haven't seen the replay yet. This is a live reaction, but did you see anything from 1 that you liked here?
I mean, it was nice to see the horse re-rally after breaking well. I'm surprised anyone strangles back in this spot. Like I said, no pace at all. So anyone could have had the lead there. The 1, obviously, on the rail, it's not a bad spot to try and go take the lead. Honestly, this is Nest and then everybody else. I mean, like the only horse that you're going to see in graded stakes out of this is Nest. Everyone else is maybe these listed stakes for 100,000, 150,000, things like that. But moving forward, there's only one horse in this field that matters in the Kentucky Oaks Trail. That's Nest, and she got the job done today impressively.
Well, and so we'll talk about the connections with some other horses of note. It's a couple Grade 1 winners. She is a full younger sister to Idol, who was the Grade 1 Big Cap winner last year out in California. But she also is a Curlin daughter out of an AP Indy mare, and that's the exact same mixture that gave us Malathat that Todd Pletcher took to win the Kentucky Oaks last year. So Everything seems to say this horse is just getting going at a mile and 40 yards. A mile and an eighth is the Demoiselle, is what she won last year as a 2-year-old. So I think if you can get any future bets on her to win the Alabama, try and get them in now. Mile and a quarter at Saratoga later. But this horse seems like a beast. We still are waiting to see from Echo Zulu, who is finally back on the work tab at Fairgrounds a little later in the game. But, they only need one prep for the Kentucky Oaks. I think that she'll be ready for it. And then we've got a Dare Manor in California that can't be in the Kentucky Oaks, but is looking pretty strong in the division as well. Did I forget any other 3-year-old fillies, or do you think right now, Mike, these are the big 3 right now?
Oh, there's one other I can't remember who debuted at Gulfstream a couple weeks ago that got really excited about. I can't remember her name. I don't think it's that open and shut. I think you're going to have some pace pressure in the Kentucky Oaks, which is going to kind of hinder Echo Zulu in a way. We'll see if someone can come from the back and kind of surprise there. But I think this is a pretty deep division, so I'm not ready to just open and close it with Echo Zulu and Adair Manor and then obviously Nest.
Well, we got plenty of more Kentucky Oaks coverage leading up to the big day over at racingnews.com and at youtube.com/racingnews. Hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. Tell all your friends. We'll see you at the track.
This has been a presentation of racingdudes.com, your destination for all things horse racing and sports betting. Whether you want free winners, expert insider picks, up-to-the-minute trackside weather reports, or podcasts and videos for bettors of all skill levels. Never make another wager without visiting the Racing Dudes first.